Hey, welcome. So, the pandemic has affected us in both negative and positive. People have had more divorces, more breakups, you have more financial strain, while, and one end of the pendulum, you have had people reconnected, had new relationship, got married, or, you know, gain a more financial windfall. So it all varies. But in one aspect, it has affected the sex life. It's more revealed in that, according to a new article or study, single men just don't care about sex anymore. It's revealing but interesting, and that's what I'm going to weigh in. It says, according to a study done by Match, a dating service, it says 81% of single men said sex is now less important than it was for them in pre-pandemic times. So now guys are like, hey, all these things, it's just affecting me too. The Georgia has been stat on not lost their libidos is thanks to a perfect storm of biological and societal reasons brought on by COVID. There is a correlation between the emotional and the physical part as it relates to sex. Contrary to popular opinion, men it's not that women are all the ones who are very emotional and connected with the sex, but men are. And according to Match, they have dubbed it a post-pandemic manvolution that has found them leaving their sex-obsessed playboy days behind and instead focusing more on emotional compatibility, romance, and long-term relationships. So that's good. That's a good thing that guys can start to put themselves first, and when they seek to be the woman, they seek to be one that's worth the while. Because let's be frank, it's an Armageddon of these modern westernized women to think they're just like guys. They can sleep with multiple men and it's okay. So you got to be careful out there. And when it comes to the bedroom action, all that for men just gain access to sex, it's more difficult for men. Let's be frank. If you look at these dating apps, I've went on it, and it's kind of like you have to swipe, and sometimes you message, you get little no response. And the dating apps suit mostly women. Let's be frank. And to support this, let's look at a few stats here. So, a Qantas Graph, the median user data swipes by gender, 95% of female pass on a guy or swipe left, compared to 40% of male that pass on a woman or swipe left. So ultimately, most women only swipe yes on a handful of men per day, while men are more freewheeling with their swipes. It's crazy, ain't it? The imbalance going on. It says, despite the high selectivity of female users, they actually match more than men. The median female user receives about 2.75 matches per day, while the median male user only receives about 1.1 matches. At that rate, to expect a match, a typical woman will have to like just 3 men, while a man would need to like over 50. And then we're talking about we are equal. We're striving for equal pay, equal that. It doesn't match up with human nature. Okay, I believe in equality for females to get their pay, to vote, wage, and so forth. But in certain aspects, we have to be realistic in context. In terms of dating, how we communicate, and so forth, it's different. Women will match a lot, and they will like a lot. But even after matching with a guy, it says here, after matching, men message more frequently as well. The median female receives about 7 messages per day while sending only 5. So the guy has to always work. And here's another snippet. Majority of these females, when they match with a guy, they're looking for the top 10%, and majority are looking for the top 10%, meaning the hot guy, the alpha type, 6 foot and above, ambitious, has money, he probably has a lot of girlfriend. That's what the nature is attracted to. And the regular guys like myself, oh, he's bald, he's short, this, that, and whatever, he's not a catch. It's game over for you. Okay? So, guys, get off this app for the most part. It's useless. All you're doing is just providing free female validation and free time. Those free time giving these women escaping their boredom. I mean, you're sometimes, if you go on some of these apps, they're female that said, look, this is just to escape my boredom. Let's be honest, that's what it is. Okay, these apps aren't for men. Dating for women are like interviews. I'll be honest with you guys. So let's be honest, you got to date with a purpose here. The author goes on to say, it's striking in men that they're taking a moment to value relationships and relationship context of intimate encounters more. We see the rates of casual sex are down. Only 11% of singles want date casually. More people are back to the 3-date rules and want to go on multiple dates before first making out or having intercourse. I agree with this. This will cut out the STDs, unwanted pregnancies, the drama of someone lying that you're not in a relationship when they are, all these and peer bonding issues, that both men and female experience, but it's much more evident in female because later on she can't pair with that guy because she has so many partners. She's going to compare this current guy with the previous one, so it's difficult. It goes on to say that's because many men are now experiencing post-traumatic growth from COVID, are now focusing toward prioritizing well-being along with furthering emotional maturity. It says, going further, much of that has come from men becoming more well-rounded, according to the research. The study found that 72% of Gen Z and 69% of millennials began taking up new hobbies during the pandemic, while 69% of Gen Z boasted that they made significant career strides. And I agree with this. I have taken a hobby, woodwork, which is fun. I like nature and stuff like that. I did. And, more guys are going to connect with your old guy friends, build up, take up hobbies or whatever it is, make more money, focusing on their future because they're taking stake of what's going on. Guys, take stake of what's going on. Okay? Look at the times we live in. Financially, if you're not able to financially be, in a proper state, you're going to be left behind. So men are now seeing what other side job, side hustle I can do, like Uber, what other side business I can encounter. You get what I'm saying? It goes on to say, plus men are better at relaxing. They're getting more sleep. They're gaining self-confidence. They really are finding other avenues besides sex for intellectual growth. And this sums it up well. Focus on yourself. Build up yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. If you need to reconnect with God, do that. You know what I'm saying, guys? Exercise, go to the gym. Become a better you. I'm not saying discard a woman, but let's be frank, they're always going to be there. I mean, there are probably in the world probably 10 females to 1 male, so your choices aren't that hard. I mean, with technology, you're not connected globally to can meet anyone here from you're in America, you can meet someone in the Philippines, Asia, Africa, Europe. It doesn't make a difference. We can still get connected. That's the thing with guys is, sex is great. It's a part of human nature, but do it with a purpose. A few days at a cafe or walk in the park or something. Nothing major. Don't spend money on these females nowadays unless it's worth it. Once she has proven herself after a year or so, and especially once you're married, yeah, we give that every now and then and see you're worth it. But don't spend your time with female because guess what? They always have a guy lined up. I've learned that. There's some guy lined up around them and the orbiters. So, you are become the prize. Become a better you so you can attract the woman you want. That's my 2 cents. If you agree or disagree, please leave your comments. Until then, like, subscribe. Peace.